Hey y'all, it's Amy. In my last video, I did a aqua and metallic straight pour, and I'm actually going to do that again. I'm going to see if I can get just a little more spiral and a little more of that gold showing through. And in my last video, I actually forgot to paint the edges on my canvas just in case we had a little translucency. And I am doing that this time. It actually didn't matter. Last time it had really great coverage, but I just like doing this as a fail-safe. And to be honest, I just like painting the edges. I like doing these big long brush strokes. I find that it's a little bit therapeutic. I'm going to start flooding my canvas here with my base coat. And this is that Liquitex Bright Aqua Green. This time I added just a little bit of the Liquitex turquoise just to deepen the color a little bit. And if you want to know how I mix my colors, all my recipes, colors used will be down there in that description box, along with my favorite products that I feel like I have to have in my studio. So be sure and check that out. And while you're down there, if you don't care, give me that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now that our canvas is covered, I'm going to start loading my cup. So I'm taking some of that base coat that I poured out and putting it in the bottom of my favorite mixing cup. I don't measure this, I measure with my heart, but if I were to guess, I'd say that is 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup. So the first color I'm using today is going to be the DecoArt's Metallics in Antique Bronze. And I wanted to add a little more depth to it, so I added a little touch of Dyke Brown. And that is our DecoArt Metallics in Copper. And this is the DecoArt Metallics in 24 karat gold and soft gold mix. Now I'm going to begin my dirty pour from up high, starting with my darkest color and moving toward the light. That was the Antique Bronze mix. Now we're going to go in with that copper. You want to pour from up high so you get a lot of churning. And admittedly here, I was a little distracted and rushing, so I did not hit it right in the middle of my cup like I had intended. Now we're going to go in with that beautiful gold. And lastly, we are going to top off our cup with some of that base coat, and we're just going to lightly pour it at the top. We don't want it to go down in and start churning. We just want to make sure all the paints have something to react with. So if you've watched me before, you know what happens next. I'm going to get my cup, take a deep breath, and pray I don't screw this one up. So I'm showing you this pour in real time, but I will speed up about, I don't know, halfway through for the sake of time. But I wanted you to see the slow pour and how I'm just gently rotating that canvas. Now that the pour is out, I will take my time cleaning up a little bit. I'll take all the drips out of that cup and save it for a base coat for another day. And I give the paint time to start doing all the reactions. Now I am going in and kind of tilting gently because it's starting to run off the edge just a little bit. But for the most part here, I just want it to start reacting. I want those air bubbles to start coming to the top and all those nice juicy boulders to start forming. I'm also going to torch my design here. I want to encourage some of those reactions. A little bit of time has passed. I'm going to kind of push my paint back a little bit. As you can see, it's going over the edge, and I don't want it to drag the design. I'm trying to keep a nice circular design, and if it starts pulling to one side, it will just ruin that. It'll get all wonky, and we don't want that. So I'm pushing that paint in, I'm tilting it a little bit, and I'm going to start slowly spinning. I'm keeping this in real time right now so you can see how slow I am spinning. I don't want a lot of force. I want control of the paint. You should not be splattering your walls or redecorating when you do this pour. It is not necessary. That paint will move. So y'all, I'm gonna hush up for a minute and just let y'all watch, and I'll check back with you in a minute. Okay, so I think I've done about as much as I'm going to do here. This one definitely has more gold than the last one. So which one do you guys like best? Let me know down there in those comments. Thanks again for watching today, and we'll see you next time down on the canvas.